Welcome to short r/middle-sized long stories. Your host may appear to be AI, but it just uses artificial speaking voices based on real people speaking tones, while maintaining the intelligence of someone who can still screw up basic tasks as narrating a story.
This story comes from r/TrueOffMyChest and was posted by the user maximum_drag5862. My dad cut me completely out of his life once he found out I biologically wasn't his, like I never meant anything to him, and it still hurts. 5 years ago, when I was 15, my parents got divorced. Dad found out she has been basically cheating on him their whole relationship, and he demanded a DNA test for all of us. I was the oldest of 4 siblings, and everyone, except me, was his biological child. And just like that, he cut me completely out. Not even a proper goodbye, he just disappeared from my life. Before this, my entire life he was my best friend, and he's still the only father figure I've had in my life. My biological dad passed away before I was even born. Dad is still the same exact dad he was to me to my little siblings, but he refuses to even just have a casual relationship with me now, like he didn't raise me as his oldest son for 15 damn years. I get it must have been hard for him to find out the truth, because it's the hardest thing I've ever been through too. Like, dad wasn't really my dad. But how freaking heartless do you have to be to just throw me like worthless turd because I didn't come from your ballsack? Honestly, right now I resent both him and my mom, and honestly even my siblings too. One of the top comments, by user streetwriting 1264, says, "Sometimes the lessons we learn from our parents are what not to do. If you were my sibling, I would do him what he's done to you. How are they not disgusted with him? I hope they were just too little to really understand and do eventually give him a taste of his own medicine. I'm so sorry this happened to you." To which the OP replies, "They don't care. My 18-year-old sister bullies me because he's paying for her college while I'm working 2 jobs. User Sally Sue 54321 also replies, "Man, this one hits. My biological dad left when I was 2. My mother's boyfriend always disliked me, or so I felt. Him and my mother bought all the siblings driving lessons, cars, phones. I didn't even have clothes that fit me, and they'd say, 'Shouldn't you learn to drive now? You're X years old.' All I wanted for Christmas, one year, was Microsoft Word on the computer so I could do my homework instead of going into school at, like, 7 a.m., with permission to do it on the computers. Didn't get it though. Best thing in my journey was disowning them all, really, other than my one sister who's a wonderful human. I couldn't even buy myself things after moving out, and still struggle with it because I feel like I don't deserve new things. Yet I'll buy for anyone else without a second thought. Moving out made me realize I'm worth more than what they thought I was worth." User Mount_post ads. "Cut the negativity from your life. I understand that this hurts now, but holding on to what ifs and what wheres will lead you to dark places. Start with your siblings who are disrespectful to you because dad chose to cater to their needs. Cut them off. They may gain empathy eventually, but beating you while you're down is not a good look for them. Your dad is weak, but to protect himself, he cut off that which wasn't his. So do the same, cut him out. Stop asking for his love and acceptance. He made his choice. Stop looking backwards and choose to not be an evil, hateful man-child who would hurt his child of 15 years. You can do better than him. Find mentors, find them in uncles, grandparents, friends' parents to fill the void. Join a club, sports, etc. if you like, but never become embittered and jaded by this reality you currently are in." The next story comes from r/TrueOffMyChest and was posted by user MutedKnowledge 1624. "My mom lied to me my entire life about dad, and I can't even look or talk to her anymore. My entire life I was just with mom. Dad was never in my life. My entire life I was told by mom and her whole family that dad was a deadbeat piece of turd who ran away after mom got pregnant with me. My entire life she and her family would talk number 2 about him the entire time. They made him seem like the absolute worst person ever. And I believed them because he was never in my life. But a few months ago I got really curious. I've been curious about dad for a few years now, but honestly after I saw a TikTok about someone in my same situation I got really curious and got his identity from mom. And it was really easy finding him on Facebook. He looked like an older version of me. It was so weird. He's a lawyer and he's married with 4 kids who are all younger than me. It took me a few days, but I messaged him a long message. I introduced myself and I told him who my mom is and that I was his son. Half an hour later he responded and he was actually so excited. He asked to FaceTime me and I accepted. He started crying when he saw me and he was so red-faced. I asked if he knew about me and he said she told him she miscarried me. They were together when they got pregnant with me and they had many issues together, but he wanted to stay because of me. He said she was so toxic and her family too. He kept crying and apologizing for not being in my life and he kept repeating that he thought I didn't make it. He even said how much I look like him at my age and he asked to meet me in person. And when I did, he hugged me so tight I almost choked. He's now obsessed with me and honestly I am with him. He introduced me to his family and friends and he likes introducing me as his boy. He even paid off all my student loans without me asking him to. He just asked if I had any and he paid them all off. He said he's saving for all his kids, so it's only fair he did it for me too. I love him so freaking much already and I hate that I missed out on him my entire life. He even took me last minute on his family's holiday vacation back on Christmas. He talks to me every day now, even though he's a lawyer and he's busy as heck. He keeps making time for me every day. And now ever since I met him I've been avoiding my mom. I honestly hate her of depriving me of him my entire life and lying about him my entire life. We've honestly have had many issues recently and this was just the last straw for me. She keeps calling and trying to talk to me but I don't answer her. I don't want to talk to her anymore. She robbed me of an entire lifetime of my dad.
One of the best comments, from the user The Gag Order says, parental alienation is a real thing. There's many forms of it and it happens all the time. Many times the victims that are the children of the isolated or alienated parent don't even realize they have been brainwashed, or bamboozled, or lied to. So life goes on, children missing a parent, and a parent missing children with a broken heart. There's subtle long-term techniques, and then there's techniques like just straight-up lies that send people separate ways. It's a hard thing to be on the losing side of. I don't speak to my kids. It kills me. They don't like me. They think they know why, but they don't have a clue. Their reasons have been influenced over long-term campaigns. The final discard came like clockwork and I never saw any of it coming. A couple users expressed their suspicions of the story being fake, to which the user Amorphous Cloud answers, "Yeah, I just checked, too. It was fishy that the guy immediately badmouthed the mom. Most people would not immediately trash their estranged ex's secret child that they just found out they have. I'm not sure I follow the logic of this comment, but badmouthing is wrong regardless of the circumstances." The user Kalenadude also adds, "I went trough a similar situation when I was 13. All I can say is, every single story has more than one side to it. Your dad has his, your mom hers, and you will have yours with time. Don't just stick to what your parents tell you. You need to put the pieces together and make your own history with it, and I truly hope it's great and happy." Which is quite a sound advice. If you enjoy these stories, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. It only takes a moment and it massively helps us continuing to bring more of these stories to you. Thank you so much.
The next story comes from our /am I the arsehole, but had also made it to our /all, and was posted by user throwaway4weed666. Am I the arsehole for refusing to take any blame when my mom, my sister, and brother-in-law got high off my brownies? We live in Canada where THC is legal, so don't clutch your pearls too hard. I like getting high. No shame in it. I don't drink and I don't smoke. I get oil and use it in my baking. My brownies were in my room, in my closet, under a pile of folded sweaters. The reason for that is that my mom was visiting. Normally they would just be in the pantry. I went out with friends and I invited my mom along. She said she would visit Kathy instead. Coolio, no problem with that. I went out to dinner and a movie with friends. When I got home I found out that my mom decided to invite my sister to my house instead of going over there. The reason I know this is because they were all on my couch, not moving, and barely blinking. They were also watching some Korean TV show on Netflix without subtitles. This is only odd because we are originally from Uruguay. Not much crossover in the language. My brownie tray was also on my coffee table. I made them all drink water, threw a blanket over them and went to sleep. This morning, They lost their poop on me. That I'm irresponsible for having that around, where anyone could get it. That I should have called an ambulance or something. That I ruined their virgin cannabidiol receptors. I'll admit that this last one is what I imagine they were trying to say while still high and incoherent. I refuse to take any responsibility for this. I did nothing wrong. But they are pissed.
User Old Student Chaplain says, in the comment section. They went in your room. Then they went in your closet. Then they dug under your sweaters to find the brownies? Don't worry about them. Someone in a van will offer them candy and they'll never be seen or heard from again. Fair enough. Another user that we'll call BIL1 says. Not the arse. They were not left where anyone could get them, they literally had to toss your room to find them. They got what they deserved. Tell them be glad they weren't your special laxative brownies. Tell them maybe going forward stay out of your room and don't take anything that doesn't belong to them without asking first. User HUNGWHITEBOI25 answers. I just don't get why OP is being so chill about this. The second they tried to blame me I'd start yelling at them for snooping through my home and eating my stuff. OP is so not the arse. User iSeeker adds. OP should have also confronted them about snooping on his stuff. That's invasion of his privacy. What exactly are they trying to find in his closet? Now I wonder if they're using their anger to avoid suspicion. If you enjoy these stories, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. It only takes a moment and it massively helps us continuing to bring more of these stories to you. Thank you so much.